In this TradeMiner video, I want to talk about user preferences. Up here in the right hand corner, you'll see that we have a button called User Preferences. When we select that button, this window comes up and it gives you two sections. Now you'll notice, I'm going to hit OK. If we go over to Portfolio tab 2, the same User Preferences window is over there. So it's a duplicate, it's exactly the same. If you make something changed over here, it's going to reflect over in tab 1. So what we do is we come in here and we have Trade Allocation Preferences. We have this is for step 1 and step 2, so we can come in here and we can say my total account balance is, and we put in whatever our balance is in here, and I've got $50,000, and I would like to allocate trades using the following criteria. We can have it set to dollars. I would like to allocate 20% of my money for each individual trade for a total of $10,000 per trade. So this breaks it down for you and it does all the calculations out in the results tab based on this calculation right here. We can also come down here and say quantity. I would like to be in a quantity of 100, and in the stocks version this would be shares, so we're going to do all the mathematical calculations based on 100 shares per trade rather than quantity of 20% of our 50,000 account. So it's a little bit of different calculations, a little bit of different math, but you can choose between the two whichever you prefer. And then we will recalculate the results table based on this criteria. Now for tab 2, we talked about the neural network, and this is where you set up the neural network risk tolerance preferences. My individual risk tolerance is, and you can choose conservative, which means I want to avoid losses as much as possible and I'm willing to miss out on potential large gains. I am moderate. My risk tolerance is greater than conservative, but is less than aggressive. And aggressive means, of course, that I want to get into as many large gains as possible, and I'm willing to accept potentially large losses. So what this does is it changes the calculations, of course, within the neural network to come in and, changes it so that it'll allow larger potential losses or larger drawdowns or the possibility of larger drawdowns and losses in an attempt to try and maximize our largest gains. Conservative is kind of a happy medium between the two, and then of course conservative, or moderate and then conservative of course is that we're going to try and eliminate or look through the history and see how many of them had the least number of drawdowns and the least losers, and we're going to be very conservative and we're going to throw out a lot of the other moderate or aggressive type of trades. Okay, I like to generally just leave it on moderate, but that's my personal setting and that's the default setting for TradeMiner.